big update coming in over there. In fact, an official statement coming in, and Shreya is joining us with more. Shreya, you have that tweet with you, and I believe you have a statement that is attributable to the US State Department.
Absolutely, Madhav. We are getting in inputs from that call that happened between the US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, as well as Dr. Jaishankar, the Indian External Affairs Minister. Let me quickly read out for you what the statement says. Secretary Marco Rubio spoke today with Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. The Secretary emphasized the need for immediate de-escalation. He expressed American support for direct dialogue between India and Pakistan and encouraged continued efforts to improve communication. He also expressed sorrow for the reported loss of civilian lives in the current conflict. It also goes on to say, Madhav, he reiterated his calls for Pakistan to take concrete steps to end any support for terrorist groups.
Big one, big development.
This is a huge development, and we'll have to, of course, see how Pakistan takes this forward. But the US reprimanding Pakistan for the kind of escalation that it has done at the moment. In fact, it also talks about the call that the conversation that happened between Marco Rubio and Dr. Jaishankar. It says the Secretary emphasized the need for immediate de-escalation and expressed his condolences for the horrific terrorist attack in Pahalgam and reiterated the United States' commitment to work with India in the fight against terrorism.
All right. Very, very important, very significant that the United States has put out this particular statement. In fact, let's quickly go across to our other guests as well. Lieutenant Sanjay Kulkarni, very, very important that it's the Secretary of State who has now called up the Pakistan Prime Minister and has emphasized the need to de-escalate and also talked about the need to take concrete steps to end any support for terrorist groups. Is Pakistan going to actually crack down on its terror infrastructure? Remains a very, very big question.
Madhav, thank you very much. I don't ever think the Pakistanis will ever sort of do away with the terrorist infrastructure that they have. Right now, the priority is to knock out the source of the terror, and that source of the terror is the Pakistan army, because they are the ones who are, all these are fronts of the Pakistan army. You call them Lashkar-e-Taiba, call them Jaish-e-Mohammed, Hizbul Mujahideen, and their own setup of ISI and the Haqqani network that they're all nothing but the works of the Pakistan army. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto stated very clearly, we will eat grass, but we'll make an Islamic bomb. Make them eat grass now. This is the time to make them eat grass. You can't leave them, because if you leave them, you will end up doing nothing. The United States can advise them to bring down their terrorist infrastructure, but right now the priority is knock out the Pakistan army. They have to be taught. If they are not brought down on their knees, this will again grow. We've seen it since 1947. Is there any difference that what we have seen? You think Pakistan will change overnight? Pakistan will never change overnight. So Pakistan has to be made to eat grass. And because until and unless they realize that with the Indus Water Treaty, hopefully they should now have problems with the food coming in maybe a year or so, but there will be problems with Pakistan.